Merry Christmas, Harbor family. My name is Nick Dan, and I'm here to give you your words if you have a birthday or anniversary in December. You know, my birthday is actually in December, so I'm pretty excited about this. If you have a birthday in December, I just want you to put your hand over your heart. I feel like the Lord wants to give you your best emotional health tools that you'll ever receive this year in this month. You know, for me, I had a pretty interesting journey with my emotional and mental health this year. I had some really great victories, and I had some really tough moments. And I really believe that throughout the year, one of the keys that God gave me was just to do listening prayer with Him. So in listening prayer, I like to describe it as just asking God simple questions. So I always start off with something easy, like, you know, God, what do you love about me? Because He has so much to say about what He loves about me, so He'll just go on and on and on. And then I'll go to something a little bit more difficult, like, you know, Lord, for the anxiety in my life right now, for this situation, what is a practical tool that you have for me? And then He'll say, okay, well, I want you to spend some time in the Word this morning, the written Word, or I want you to listen to past testimonies or prophetic words that I've given you, or I want you to go for a walk, or I want you to just do something, whatever the key He gives me. And then my goal is just to take that key and implement it throughout my day. And so I really believe that if your birthday's in December, God wants to give you just real victory in your emotional and mental health. And so I just bless you to receive that, and I bless you with the time to just do some listening prayer with the Lord and just to talk to Him and let Him give you some keys directly from His heart. So I bless you if you're born in December. If it's your anniversary in December, hooray! Congratulations, that's amazing. My anniversary is not in December, but I felt like when I was praying for you guys, the Lord gave me two real things that I wanted to mention. And the first is that I feel like the Lord said that He wants to turn your hardest moments, your hardest battles into your strongest victories. And so whatever you've been processing this year with your spouse, the good, the bad, the moments that have been really tough, I believe that the Lord wants to show you and give you tools for how to resolve that in your life and in your marriage, so that you'd be so healthy and well, and that you'd be able to actually pastor others to seeing victory moments and keys to their breakthrough because you've been through it. You know, sometimes we get so bogged down and, oh man, I'm having an argument or disagreement with my spouse and I feel terrible and it feels icky and yucky. And I think we just forget that God has a lot of compassion for us in our marriage, and He loves us a whole lot, and He's with us for the long term. And so He knows how to really take the low moments and bring them back over time. So I just really believe that the Lord wants to bless your marriage and take those hard moments and make them something really fruitful to come in the future. So lean into it, do the hard work, talk it out, get help if you need to, get a third party, whatever those arguments and disagreements are, go into it because God wants to redeem it. He has a plan for your breakthrough and then a plan to give breakthrough to other people from what you've gone through. So the second thing that I felt like the Lord said was that He wants to bless your intimacy. And, you know, sexual intimacy is a gift from God. It's something that He created. It's not something that the enemy designed. It's something that the enemy wants to take and misconstrue. But really, it's God's plan and purpose for your life. And so intimacy with your spouse is a couple things. One, it's a form of worship to the Lord because He made it. It honors Him. It's a protection from the enemy. It's something that protects the enemy from getting a foothold in your marriage. And then it's just something that's really good for you. And so I feel like the Lord's going to give you really good keys for your intimacy in your marriage. Wink, wink. The third thing I want to say is this is actually a bonus. If you were born in December, happy birthday. If you were married in December, happy anniversary. And I feel like if you have a loved one that was born in December or passed in December or had an anniversary in December, that the Lord remembers that this morning. And as I was praying, I felt like He gave me this verse, Hebrews 12:1. Therefore, since we have so great a cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us also lay aside every encumbrance and the sin which so easily entangles us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, fixing our eyes on Jesus. You know, if you have a loved one who you remember in this month, I do personally. My grandmother was born in December, and I love her so much, and she passed away a few years ago. And when I think of her, I'm reminded of this verse, that she's a part of the great cloud of witnesses that is watching our lives, and they're cheering us on, and they're talking to Jesus, and they're saying, look what look what breakthrough is coming, look what blessings are coming, look what my loved one, look what they're fighting through, and they're going to win. I really believe that our loved ones are just cheering us on from heaven, and they're full of faith for our lives and for what's ahead of us. They're not worried because God's not worried, and they see the bigger picture. So I just want to encourage you today, if you're thinking of a loved one in the month of December, just know that they're cheering you on. And so they're cheering that you might run your race with your strongest endurance, with your greatest passion. Yeah, our loved ones are so precious to the heart of God and to our hearts as well. And the sacrifices that they made for our lives are not going to go forgotten in this month. So I just bless you, Harbor family. I love you so much, and I just say Merry Christmas.